Really, what's becoming the big political story is happening in the states. In Uttar Pradesh and Punjab, two chief ministers facing major dissidence. So currently, the Uttar Pradesh chief minister is meeting with two BJP general secretaries sent from Delhi for the second time, while the Punjab chief minister is in Delhi. He's met a Congress panel. He's likely to meet Sonia Gandhi soon. Also very, very upset over Navjot Singh Sidhu. Let's go across to Alok and Sunil tracking that story. Alok, well, slightly different nuances in both those chief ministers facing internal trouble. One is that Yogi Adityanath seems to have got the BJP blessing for now, but under very, very strict monitoring, because you've got BL Santosh and Radha Mohan Singh back there in Lucknow within about 10 days.
Well, yes, you're right. Both these top BJP leaders from Delhi have been here twice now in 2 weeks. The difference that I see from last time is that last time Mr. Santosh and Mr. Radha Mohan Singh were here. They were meeting everyone separately. So they met Yogi Adityanath at his residence. They met with the deputies here. But today, of course, they've arranged for a joint meeting where Yogi Adityanath, his two deputies, at least 20 other top leaders of the BJP, including ministers. And I believe even A.K. Sharma, the Prime Minister's man, who's now a vice president in the party, he was tipped to be a minister in the government, but that hasn't happened. So all of these people are here. The meeting has gone on for about 2 hours now, Sonia. Before this meeting, there was a very interesting photo opportunity where the Chief Minister, Mr. Adityanath, took the 200-meter road down to the residence of his deputy Keshav Maurya. And it was ostensibly for a personal reason. Mr. Maurya's son had his wedding in May, and that was under strict COVID protocol. So all of these leaders, Mr. Adityanath, his deputies, went to his house. But it was quite a photo opportunity because you had Mr. Maurya and Mr. Adityanath all smiles, posing for photographs, and that is something that sources in the BJP say they wanted to project after weeks of bickering, as you pointed out. So much dissent, or at least sources saying there was so much dissent, with many openly unhappy with the functioning style of the government and of Mr. Adityanath.
So you're saying the Chief Minister there attempts at outreach? Yes. Absolutely. So the attempts at outreach there with, remember, Uttar Pradesh elections just 6 months to go in February next year. But Sunil, Punjab, also a state that is going to elections next year, and the sitting chief minister being treated very differently. It's the second time he's been summoned to Delhi, appearing before an AICC panel, and apparently this time very, very upset over Navjot Singh Sidhu's interviews, including to NDTV, where he attacked the chief minister personally.
That's right. And in fact, not only is he upset, but even the Congress High Command and the Congress panel are quite upset with the fact that Mr. Sidhu has gone public with it and posturing, which is clearly something that they find is not something which behaves well of the political system, in particular for the Congress party, especially as you rightly said, in 6 months down the line, they have to address and go fight together, both the Akalis and the BSP, along with the Aam Aadmi Party in the state of Punjab. Having said that, Captain Amarinder gave his point of view. It was a fact-finding mission. That report will now be before the eyes of the Congress president as well as Rahul Gandhi, and they will have to take that political call. But what we have been told is that Captain Amarinder will stay as chief minister. It's too late now to make any last-minute change, but definitely his issues have to be changed, have to be addressed, and those concerns will definitely be looked into. But the fact that Sidhu has spoken out, Captain Amarinder has made it clear to the Congress leadership that his administrative abilities is something that he can't accept at this present juncture.
Right, so in fact, those interviews may have cost Navjot Singh Sidhu the PCC chief post. Let's see how it unfolds over the next day or so. Thanks so much, Alok and Sunil. It's interesting to see those two chief ministers, two states going to elections, and what's exactly happening.